again for another episode of Outdoors People. First, there's me, C.W. Getz, and her, Maya Marzaki. Good evening. It's Wednesday, January 21st, 2025. We've got a windy, it's a 30-degree Fahrenheit and windy day here in, I should say, evening here in Chicago. That converts, kids, to -1 degrees Celsius for everyone else around the rest of the world. So,
oh boy, it's cold there, and I'm here feeling so cold, and it is 5-6 degrees Fahrenheit.
really,
and I'm
it's
very cold. Yeah,
56 there, but that's cold for Brazil, though, right?
right. It is, and it is
I mean,
summertime,
yeah.
so the
Oh,
world is going crazy.
that's right. Your summers are cold, but your winters, no. How does that go again? I'm still confused, and I'm going to be there in a couple of months. I better get used to this.
You are going to come here in the winter time, which is pretty good because the weather is beautiful, sunny day, but like chill weather. Like today, like 56 to 60 Fahrenheit. So it is not too cold and it is not too warm. So summertime, it is just perfect.
But it does sound a little cold for winter, though, or for summer, I mean, right? That
Oh,
temperature.
it is. Yes, I don't know what happened. And also, I am living far away from the city in the top
Oh,
of the mountain.
yeah.
So I guess it works against me as well.
You know, the weird part about it, though, is when next week, we're going to get some sub-zero temperatures here. And
Whoa.
and it's like all the way the United States, kind of like wiping the whole, I guess it's like the middle half of the nation out. It's going to be freezing, totally freezing.
Yeah. And
I'm
here
planning,
we as well, right?
I think it is. There's weird stuff going on. Maybe the end of the world is near. I don't know, but there is a lot of
Yeah,
strange.
probably.
And it seems like everybody's either breaking up with their significant other, or they're fighting with them, or whatever, or just going through all kinds of stuff. And I mean, it's
Right?
really strange. I don't know what to make of that. So
Yeah, so many famous people get divorced and
yeah,
couples that I never have thought about it.
yeah,
Like for me, they were like forever. So
yeah.
yes, that's bizarre.
That's weird when
Well,
you get, yeah.
well,
And
I'm glad we are doing okay with our significant others.
that
So that's good for us.
that is true. That is true. And by the way, well, you already know that. But what did you do, by the way, real quickly? And I know our guest is
Yeah.
waiting for us backstage very patiently. I love it. She's shaking her head. What have you? It's been 8 months, kids. So we can catch up a little. We need do a little catch up here. But what have you been doing in your eight month, has it been, hiatus from the show?
Yes, so many happen. Actually, it was good to have the time to do all of that. So I am working lots. That's not something new, but my boyfriend and I started to living together in a
Very cool.
city like far, far away from like everything. It's not even a city, I guess. And we are living the top of the mountain, and it has been amazing. And I have 2 dogs now.
Oh, yeah.
So
You're a
yeah,
mom, a dog mom
yeah,
to
I am a dog
twins.
mom.
Yeah. You didn't even have to give birth. That's cool. And here's the thing too. You're living in the rural area. How do you like a rural area like where I live? Because you've been to my house. How
Oh,
does that?
yes, I love that so much.
Yeah. Right.
Um, but here it is not as quiet as it is in your home,
Okay.
and it is not flat because, as I told you, I am the top of the mountain, so there is no like straight line.
But you
It
can
is
see
just
stuff up
up
there.
down. Yeah.
If you're at the top, I know. I mean, it would suck to be at the bottom. You know who's got a great country, rural? I don't know if you call it rural or not, but remember, like wilderness
Yeah.
home is our guest tonight. I mean, she grew up in one of the coolest places on the planet, my opinion, of
Yeah.
course, but I'm sure it's hers too. And I envy her. And man, when she was on the show before. I got to see some pictures of some cool stuff she grew up like most people go, man, I would just die.
Yeah. I would love to have her parents. I
And
watched
that too.
the last show and I love it so much.
How about it, man? Her dad is the coolest thing since like the invention of sliced bread. Telling you. He is. If he were here, I would want to be his buddy, you know. I would say beer drinking buddy, but I don't drink beer anymore, so as you know.
Like hike buddy, I don't know.
Yeah, we could be hiking buddies. Yeah. So anyway, and yeah, that's and the thing is, well, I'm going to say that. It's a little surprise I got. I'm not going to do it right now, but I will do it. So we'll see.
My God.
I think I kind of gave it away. But anyway, well, let's get let's meet our guest tonight, shall we? Without any further ado. By the way, my 8 months were spent doing some things that were just absolutely boring. So it's not even worth mentioning. So I wanted to
That's not
live
true though.
vicariously through you for the cool things you probably did.
No,
all right.
You're just low profile.
There you go. 19-year-old Arden Loney grew up surrounded by nature and beautiful lakes in beautiful Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. Immediately after graduating high school, Arden traveled to Indonesia to work on a shark conservation project where she developed an immediate passion for the ocean. She continued to travel throughout Southeast Asia before settling in Thailand to complete her professional scuba training with Simple Life divers in Koh Tao. I'm going to make sure I pronounce that, Koh Tao. After completing the dive master course and open water scuba instructor development course, she went on to obtain certification as a master scuba diver trainer and is now a diving instructor living in Koh Tao, Thailand. And with that, welcome to the show, Arden.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we saw you. How have you been?
I've been amazing. Just enjoying the warm weather in Thailand. It's beautiful.
I can imagine. It looks like you grew up a little bit, though, since the last time we saw you had on the show.
Yeah, just a little bit. Finished high school.
So you said your dad and your sister are both. Is your sister watching as well? You guys are.
I think so. Yeah, I think they're
cool.
both.
She better be. Your sister's on. Yeah. That's so cool. So, and I got a note here, and then I have to tell you, the last time you were on the show was episode number 65. We're into triple digits now.
Wow, so that's a long time ago.
Yeah, this episode is 238. Now, there were a couple of episodes that actually didn't exist because we had people scheduling or something canceled or whatever. But you were right in that neighborhood where I know we're over 230 some, whatever. But it was episode number 65 on April 28, 2021. What do you think of that? Forever ago.
Yeah.
It was you and your sister Rowan and your dad Kyle. You were 15 and your sister was 11. So
yeah, she's my age now. She's 15.
That's crazy. I love it. And it's kind of funny. I wish you were there. She'd go like, "Hey, here I am, man." Look, would we recognize her? I mean, does she?
Definitely not. She's changed her hair quite a bit. She's got some really colorful, like fuchsia hair right now.
Wow.
So she's really cool. She dyes her hair like every 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, rock and roll.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, and you know what? Oh, go ahead. And by the way, I introduce you to Maya Marzaki. This is my wonderful.
Yeah, so delighted. Yeah, nice to meeting you. So as I was talking to you, I saw the show that you guys did in family, and I love it. Your family is so cool. And it is nice to see you now and to see that you keep in the line of outdoors. So I'm very happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. I definitely try to take in my father's footsteps in his traveling and outdoor adventures for sure.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Well, I have a little I have a little surprise here for you. So I'm going to play you.
Gosh.
Speaking of that episode, boys and girls, I have a little clip. You want to see it? Watch?
Yeah.
It's only like a minute.
Yes.
Check it out. The maple syrup thing in the snow.
Natia.
It's
what
called
is that?
Natia. It's a French tradition. I think it's more from Quebec, but a lot of Northern Ontarians do it. I remember when I was in even JK, so when I was like 4 or 5 years old, they would do it at school for us. And so we've been doing it for a really long time, and we always do it at the lake.
How does it? I mean, how does it work? I mean, what do you do? You get what is it exactly? How do you?
It's basically just maple syrup, and you put it in a pot and boil it so that it gets even thicker. You boil away more water than they already do, and then you just pack some clean snow and pour it on top, and then you take a fork or a popsicle stick and press it in, and then roll it up and eat it.
So this stuff is really thick when it's boiled down. Like
It gets sometimes. If you do it really thin, it gets hard. Sometimes it's more gooey, but it's really good. I definitely suggest.
I think that sounds really cool. See, we don't have that kind of stuff around here. That's something we miss out on. I actually had color in my hair. It wasn't white.
You were not great.
I look so young.
Yeah,
Oh
was
my
cool.
gosh, you were young.
That's funny, man.
Right?
That's funny.
I love it that so much. Yes, congrats for your dad and all your family. And talk about that. What was the time that you realized that you want to do this career?
I think it was probably. I mean, my dad took me diving when I was 15 for the first time in Ontario, in the Great Lakes here. So that was beautiful, and I definitely fell in love with it then, but I wasn't really sure about a career yet. And then after high school, when I went to Indonesia and I did that shark conservation project, I was supposed to go to university like a week after I got home from that. And spending the 2 months there, I was just set that I had to do that forever. And there's no chance I was able to go to university after that.
That's so cool. You should stay there 2 months. Is like a year. How long?
Yeah, the first time was 2 months, and then I came back to Canada, and then when I left again, I went away for 9 months to do my professional training. So it was really cool. Yeah.
How bad did you miss home when you're away for 9 months? Like, how, you get homesick or?
A little bit. There's some days where I don't really miss home. I would say it's more the people.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad for the first like 8 months. It wasn't too bad, and then when it started getting closer to like Christmas time, that's when I was a little bit like, trying to want to come home.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. I mean, you're having so much fun every day. It's hard to miss home.
I bet. That's true.
It is Thailand, right?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
I mean, are the beaches there as nice as people say? I mean, like people go on all the best beaches, most beautiful beaches in the world. Is that true, in your opinion?
Yeah. They're stunning for sure. I mean, sometimes some of the beaches have a little bit of dead coral on them, which some people don't love.
I was just going to ask you.
It's worse in some areas, but I mean, the beaches in Thailand, and especially on the island that I lived on, there's a huge one that's probably like, I mean, I wouldn't know in miles, but it's probably around 1 kilometer long. And then there's a few other smaller beaches that are all beautiful. There's tons of beaches on the little island.
Are they are they clean or are they polluted? Because when I was in Nassau, Bahamas, the beaches were dirty. They had glass, literally broken glass on the beach. I was like, no, I'm even going there. Not even,
really?
Yeah. I was
I mean, from what I've seen, I've not seen any like broken glass really. There's definitely, I mean, you're gonna get litter from time to time.
Do you?
Okay. On a busier beach.
Okay.
But there's lots of beach cleanup. There's usually at least a few dive shops that do beach cleanups a week, so the beaches tend to be pretty clean. Yeah, you don't see too much trash on them.
Do you see the hunky guys like on what was that show? Baywatch? Yeah. You see the hunky guys like coming out? Or no? Not there.
No, not in Koh Tao. There's not really any lifeguards at the beaches. It's kind of free for all. Be safe, don't die.
Yeah. What's the coolest? I mean, the rarest, coolest thing you've seen underwater while you were there?
That's a really hard one. It kind of depends. I mean, I think the rarest, coolest thing that I've seen is definitely a type of shark called a thresher shark.
Thresher.
Yeah,
okay. How do they? How does it get the name? What does it do? Does it like rip people apart, or what is the?
I'm not really sure where the name comes from. It might have to do with the tail. They're special because their length of their body is the same length as their tail. So they have a super long tail. Maybe that's where thresher comes from. They use it to hit and stun their prey.
Oh, wow.
So it could be from that. I'm not really sure, but they're really cool. They're pretty, they're a pelagic shark. So they tend to live in the open ocean.
Okay.
And there's one specific place that you can go diving with them because they come to get cleaned by little cleaner fish. They come and eat the parasites off of their face and out of their mouth. So it's pretty cool. You can dive with them there. That's actually in the Philippines. That's pretty cool. They're probably the most rare shark or thing that I've seen. But other than that, another really cool thing that we see are these little sneak bugs called nudibranchs. They're really interesting. I think I put a picture in here. There should be one later, but they kind of look like little Pokemons. Yeah. They have little.
Is that what we might have been looking at that before the show because mine had something on the screen.
Little white guy with black spots on him. Yeah, there's thousands of different types of them. Rainbow ones. Some have kind of looks like little hair all over them. Wow. There's all sorts. It's crazy. There's so many that they don't even have names for all of them. Some of them are just called unnamed. Very cool.
That's so cool.
It's really very creative.
Yeah.
And how safe it is swim with sharks? And I mean, in general, people think that diving is danger. It is not, how safe it is.
Yeah,
how it works for you.
It's actually a pretty safe sport. I think it definitely gets a bad rap from the media and movies and stuff, make it seem really scary and dangerous, especially sharks as well. Diving isn't dangerous as long as you're trained properly and you know proper safety protocols and stuff. Recreational diving is actually a pretty safe sport compared to some other sports, definitely way safer than skydiving and other extreme sports like that. The more dangerous side of diving would be technical diving or commercial diving, saturation diving. It's a completely different thing than what I'm doing. With us, we've just got the one tank on our back. The maximum we're going is about 100 feet, which does seem really deep. You do need extra training to get to that level. But as long as you're trained properly and you follow all the rules and the limits for how long you're underwater and how deep you go, it's a pretty safe sport. There's not too many deaths a year. Usually they're accidental. And then in terms of the sharks, sharks are more scared of us than we are of them, for sure.
No, I heard that, but I don't know. I can't imagine why they would be. What are they afraid? We don't. The thing is, I hear people. Then I hear there's shark bites, and people. I'm going. I don't know. They don't seem very afraid to me. I don't know.
When you're scuba diving, you have a bunch of equipment on, and you're making a bunch of bubbles. So, at least for scuba divers, it's super safe with sharks because we're just not something that would look like prey to them. Most shark bites would be from, surfers that kind of look like seals or a turtle when they're
I always thought
on
that.
the surface.
They look like turtles.
Surfing's a little bit more risky with the sharks, but even then, they don't want to eat us. They're just mistaking us for an animal. And they don't have hands, so they're curious. They're really curious. They're actually really smart animals. So sometimes a shark will have a little nibble of a hand or something. Because their mouth is how they feel things. They can't reach out and touch us. So they just use their mouth.
But a nibble from a shark is really?
Not too good.
Just a kiss.
It's mostly surfers and swimmers. Scuba diving with sharks is a lot safer because we've got all the equipment on. We look kind of scary to them. The thresher sharks I was talking about, for example, they actually brief you before you go diving with them that you have to make really small bubbles don't swim a lot. You have to like be really calm and stay close to the bottom, because if you move too quickly or you make big bubbles or something, you'll scare them and they'll swim away, and then we can't see them anymore. So you have to be really, really calm around them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
it's very interesting.
That's a good mental training.
Mm-hmm.
Keep calm with the sharks.
Yeah,
do not breathe.
It's very cool.
Did you any close calls? Did you ever get one that you thought, hey man, back off, pal?
No, definitely not. Especially thresher sharks specifically, they're actually bottom feeders. So they have really small mouths and really big eyes. They're not really going for any prey that is the same size as them or bigger than them. Unlike, a great white shark, they might go for a human-sized prey. But the thresher sharks are going for like little fish.
Prey. I love that. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, okay, so the next question I have here is: diving an accessible sport? Explain that to me. Yeah.
I would say so, for sure. I mean, at least recreational diving, like the type that I do. Okay. You need to be able to swim a little bit. You need to be able to float. You need to be able to swim 200 meters to get your certification. But as long as you can do that, when you're actually diving, if you're not a strong swimmer, it's not the end of the world. There's also lots of opportunities for people who have accessibility problems. For example, if you have a prosthetic leg or a prosthetic arm, you can still dive.
I heard that. I did hear that.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. We can even take like people who are blind or who have other disabilities like that. We can take them diving. They can't get their own certification and then be able to go diving on their own. But we can do something called the Discover Scuba Diving with them. It's just like a tri dive. We do one dive with them. And yeah, so they dive with an instructor the whole time, and they can still experience the underwater worlds. It's a pretty nice experience for some people. It's like a nice sensory feeling.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Now, when I was in Mexico, I almost did it. I almost tried scuba diving, but when we did the thing by the pool and they show you stuff and they do, I'm going, oh man, I can see me screwing this up big time. And they're going to go,
boy,
you idiot. Yeah. And I didn't do it. So I got, I got chicken. But I'm thinking, I mean, do people screw it up easily, or is it something like, no, it's pretty hard to screw it up? I mean, what would you say?
I mean, when you're doing the training at first, there's around like 25 to 30 skills that we do with students before we actually go into the ocean.
That's a lot.
So when you're doing those skills, for sure, like the first time you try them, you might mess up 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times, but we're not going to let them go into the ocean until we've got all those skills, perfectly done. There are definitely people who struggle for sure with some skills.
Yeah, that would have been me. I get
but
it.
It's okay. I mean, we're super patient. I mean, I am for sure. Most people that I know are super patient with our students. And once you have it, it's kind of like riding a bike. It's hard to forget the skills that you've learned.
I fell off a bike the first time I tried to learn. I could see that happening. But then when you're in the ocean, that's not cool. You can't fall off things and expect to be okay,
Yes, no. I don't know. I feel like the worst feeling of scuba diving, I have never done, but I really want to, and I will one day. But I feel like I'm going to struggle with the mask, the way of breathing.
Yeah.
So this like pool class must be very important to feel how we can be and how you can, try to make yourself feel better with that situation, right?
Yeah, definitely. The pool's definitely a useful session. I mean, I'd say you can spend up to 6 hours in the pool just making sure that everything is going well before we get into the ocean. We do lots of mask skills, actually. Speaking of that, that's probably the main issue is most people have with the mask is the main issue. We have to do some drills where we put water into the mask. And sometimes people have a hard time with that when the water touches their nose or their eyes.
I remember that.
It's definitely a common problem.
And then you had to do something with the air and put the air in your mask. And I'm like, man, this is like getting way too complex for this farm boy.
Yeah. It's a pretty good skill, even if you're just snorkeling. If you get a little water in your mask, all you have to do is press on the top and blow it up your nose.
It sounds easy. It sounds easy.
It's easy once you practice, for sure.
Probably more normal people, yes, but then there's me, and I'm not really good.
Lots of people do like claustrophobia problems with it.
I got that. And that was another thing. Yeah. Like, is anybody here claustrophobic? That is one of the first questions they asked. And yes, I said, yes, I am. I need the aisle seat on the plane. Yeah, all the time. Yeah. You know, and the other thing was if you surface too fast, but I don't remember them telling us about that. I think that's when you go really, really deep, though, isn't it?
It can. I mean, yeah, we would call the problem is decompression sickness.
Yeah.
But you don't want to surface too fast from any depth, really.
Oh, really?
It's definitely worse from a deeper depth. But every time that we're coming up from the bottom, the maximum speed we want to do is 1 foot per second or 18 meters per minute. So that's the same, 60 feet per minute, 18 meters per minute. So that's the fastest you want to go. Just because when you're under pressure, when you're breathing in the air, it's not just oxygen that we're breathing. It's a mixture. It's the same air that we're breathing right here.
Right, sure.
Mostly nitrogen. Normally, nitrogen, we just breathe it out, but under pressure, it actually dissolves into all of our tissues.
And they call that the bends, right? Isn't it the term they use?
Yeah. Bends? The bends would be type 1. There's 2 types. The bends would be slightly more mild version, I would say.
That's the mild version. Holy God.
Yeah, so you get like pain in your joints, you feel faint, muscle weakness, stuff like that. Type 2 would be paralysis.
Oh, wow.
Death. A little bit worse.
Yeah, there's that one.
yeah, that one's definitely.
I mean, it's not funny, but still, it's like, oh my God, just death. There's that.
Yeah,
it's like, wow.
Yeah. Usually that's usually with more like technical diving, a lot deeper than what we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, every time that's one of the safety things I was talking about. Every time you're coming up from a dive, you want to come up really slowly. And we do something called a safety stop at the end of every dive. So we just stop at 5 meters or 15 feet, stay there for 3 minutes. It helps all of the nitrogen dissolve out of our tissues.
Oh,
and then
wow.
come up to the top.
So that takes care of any problems that you may have incurred or whatever on your way up to that point then.
Yeah. I mean, we try to do the whole dive profile safe, come up slowly the whole time. We don't stay at the bottom for too long. Okay. We like to plan our dives before we do it so that we can make sure, our depth and our times line up and everything makes sense. So realistically, if you have a problem at the bottom, say, I don't know, your mask strap breaks or you have a problem with your ear or something and you just need to go straight to the surface, the way that we plan our dives is that you are able to just go straight to the surface. So that's why it's different than decompression diving, where you have to make a bunch of stops on the way up. We don't want to have to make a stop. We want to be able to just, swim up to the top. If there's an emergency, that's fine. However, if nothing went wrong throughout the dive, we will make that 3-minute stop, safety stop every time just for extra safety, just to make sure everything's all good.
Yeah. And I don't want to keep going here, but any close calls?
No. I mean, I've had a close call personally. I haven't had any close calls with customers or anything.
No, but yourself. But,
yeah, myself. When I was in Indonesia, the second time I went back to Indonesia, I had a little bit of a close call. I had the bends.
Yeah.
I had the bends a little bit in my right arm.
Oh wow.
It wasn't too bad, but I needed to go to a recompression chamber.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Quite interesting.
Oh, yeah. And how do you know all those stuffs and how can you get start doing that? Like, do you need a certification, pre-training? How it works?
So if you want to just try diving, you can try a try dive or a discover scuba diving, like I was talking about before. With those ones, it depends kind of where you are in the world. Some places do it in the pool first. You do a few exercises in the pool, and then you get to go in the ocean. The way that we did it in Koh Tao is we would just start in the ocean in a really shallow, sheltered bay. We'd go down on the sand about 10 feet deep and do a few skills. There's 3 things you have to do just for safety. The regulator that's in your mouth, what you're breathing from, you just have to make sure that you can put it back in. If you lose it, and you can get the water out of it so that you can breathe. And then you do have to do a little bit of the mask one. So you can try that if you want to just try it, see if you like it. Most people, when they're getting into diving, I find start with the open water course. So that's the first certification. If you want to go diving anywhere in the world, pretty much you're going to need that certification, unless you just want to pay for tri dives everywhere you go, which you could do. It would be more expensive.
What does that mean? Like a tri dive? Like I just want to do tri dives? Like you're just, or did I miss something? Did you explain?
Yes, the tri dives, they cost a little bit more. You need to have an instructor with you, and the instructor will bring you out. Most places, I mean, where I was, you have 2 people per instructor, and you just can't go as deep. So with the tri dives, you can go to 6 meters, or how many feet would that be? About 18 feet.
18, yeah,
18, 20 feet.
Not in there.
With the open water course, you're able to go up to 18 meters or 60 feet.
Oh, wow.
Quite a big difference. And there's lots of places in the world where they require you to have that certification. Kind of depends. I mean, if you really want to, you could just do tri dives everywhere. I've never really met anyone who's actually done that.
Well, sounds fun.
Yeah,
get a certification, because then after you have the certification, you can dive pretty much anywhere in the world. There's a few different levels of certifications. The first one is open water. You can go to 18 meters. And then the second one would be advanced. And that one allows you up to 30 meters. So some dive sites require you to have that advanced because it's a deeper dive site.
30 meters.
100 feet.
That's a lot.
It's like a regular building. Yeah,
that would freak me out.
Yeah,
it's cool. Honestly, when you're underwater, if I didn't tell you that you were at 30 meters, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Really?
It doesn't really feel much difference than
do your ears pop and things like that, or no?
Yeah, so when you're going down, you have to equalize.
Like an airplane. If you're on the airplane sort of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to an airplane, but it's the opposite. So when you're going up in an airplane, there's less pressure.
Oh, right.
When you're going down, there's more pressure.
Yeah.
So your eardrum kind of looks like this, and there's air in it. When you're going down, it starts getting squished.
Like that. Wow.
So you need to pinch your nose and blow into it. Yep. And then the air just travels up here and then back here into your eustachian tubes. And it just fills that back up so that it doesn't hurt. You do it, I mean, before you start to feel pressure or pain, you should do it. If you start feeling pain, that's a problem. You should go back up. You shouldn't try to force it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you should do it like I do it, like every foot or every 2 feet.
I do this on the airplane. People are looking at me. I'm going, I'm like, what the hell's that guy doing? Yeah.
Yeah. I do that every time I go to the downtown and then I need to go back to my home. I do that because it's like a 1,000 meters from the
that's a big difference.
So I feel in the car like every time, like, oh, really hard.
Yeah.
Is it, when you go do this diving, I mean, are there any physical, things like people that dive all the time? Do they ever have any like problems, physical issues because they've done so many dives, or is that just no?
I mean, like I said, the guys who are doing saturation diving and like commercial diving, the ones who are working on like oil rigs and stuff.
Okay.
They definitely have some longer term problems. I would say the pressures.
You tell. What is that? What are they
affecting them more?
What's that?
I mean, saturation divers are working at depth and they're kept at a pressure. So they'll live in like a diving bell that keeps them at pressure for like 2 weeks straight.
Whoa. Okay.
And then when they leave from that diving bell, they're even deeper. So they'll live at like 300 meters for 2 weeks.
Wow.
So they're constantly under pressure, which can definitely have an effect. I mean, lots of them shrink a lot more quickly than the average person.
Wow.
Sometimes I notice like people's faces almost look a little bit squished.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
wow.
for us, I mean, it's not. I don't know anyone that has long-term problems from recreational diving.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I said, recreational diving is very safe.
When we were kids, I mean, it's just a strange thing I'm asking. When we were kids, I would go to my cousin's house. They had a pool. And, we would, I don't know, maybe we eat lunch or whatever. Here on the farm, we called that dinner. Okay, you guys call it lunch in the city, but whatever. but we would eat lunch, and then like my cousin's mom, his mom would say, you can't go in the pool. You have to wait an hour before you go in the pool. I never understood that.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
is
totally
there a thing like that with
myth.
diving too, or what? You know, is there
No,
something to that?
It's definitely a myth, I would say. I mean,
Okay, good. I was like,
Yeah.
that was stupid.
some
Yeah,
people
really?
maybe get
I mean,
cramps.
no offense, Mom, but whatever. I never.
Yeah.
The only reason would be maybe if you get cramps. That's more like a personal thing, though. I mean, I don't have an issue with eating right before diving or swimming or
Okay.
whatever. So, yeah, it's definitely not a problem.
I'm not a doctor, but my whole family said that to me, mainly my grandma, like older people. So one day I looked for that information, and it feels like you cannot do too much exercise in general after you eat, because you can have like like kind of your stop brain for a second, like I don't remember the name of that in English, but anyways, you can get sick if you do too much exercise. But for example, if you have a dinner and then take a shower or stay at the pool, like do not like swimming, it is okay.
I can see running. I mean, I can definitely see that kind of thing, but I guess, I don't know, aggressive. I guess, I don't know, maybe swimming is more aggressive than, I don't know, that I'm thinking, but yeah, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a farm boy. I really,
Yeah,
it's
diving is much more chill than people think. You're not really actually expending that much energy while you're diving. It's as slow as possible. You don't want to like race and swim really fast.
Feels like flying.
Yeah,
like we're just there, like in the flow.
Definitely. It's very weightless. We try to get something called neutral buoyancy, so you're not floating or sinking. You're just chilling in the middle, and it's an amazing feeling. It's almost like being in space. Not that I've been in space, but it feels like that's how it would feel. There's no weight sinking you down or nothing bringing you up. You're just floating perfectly.
You're making me wish I would have tried this at least when
Right.
You should have.
It's just the way it is. Hindsight's always 20/20, but you're like, oh my gosh, I should have taken advantage of that situation or opportunity, when it was before me. But not the first mistake I've ever made, kids, but there'll be others.
And it is okay one, because you can still scuba diving. It is not too late.
Exactly. You can still try.
I don't know where I'll have the opportunity, but I mean, that is encouraging.
Brazil.
Where's that? Mountains for me in Brazil was cool, man. We did it's like, I feel like I'm walking. I'm seriously, that was a very good workout, by the way. I love it. No, so okay. On that note, here's a question for you. Why should someone who's already into hiking, camping, outdoors activities try scuba diving? Is that something that no, you got to try it, dude. You got to try it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone should try scuba diving, first of all, even if you're not into outdoor stuff already.
But tell me why you say that. Why do you say that? You got to do it. There's got to be a reason you're saying
everyone should. I mean, it's just, for me, it's just the best thing in the world. You get to see, more than 70% of the world is water. So it just opens up a whole new world. Essentially, it's literally a different world. It doesn't even feel like it's the same planet. And even if you've been snorkeling or something like that, it's just completely different. Being able to go right beside the corals and beside the fish, it's just an amazing experience. But I would also say, for outdoors people, if you already have a love of nature and a respect for the outdoors, you like to hike or see mountains, why wouldn't you want to see the rest of the underwater world and all of the beautiful nature that it has?
In other words, don't do a CW. Just be a weenie and a chicken. Just go do it.
Definitely try it. If you're nervous, definitely let your instructor know. But everyone should try it at least once, I think.
What was your first time like? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Maya. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just wondering, what was your first time like? That you were you nervous? And I'm like, oh my gosh, or anything like that?
No, I was so excited. I'd done all my e-learning before, so I kind of knew a little bit what to expect. I was so excited. My dad's talked about it for like my whole childhood. So I've always had stories of how amazing scuba diving is. And then, yeah, when I got to try it, the first breath that you take underwater, I didn't do anything in the pool. We went straight in a lake right away.
No.
It's a little bit different. But the first breath I took was definitely like, whoa, like my body was like, oh, like this is not normal. But after that first breath, I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is insane. It's the coolest thing in the world. It's like you're an astronaut, but on planet. It's so cool. Yeah.
So I can imagine that. And that's what I was trying to picture myself breathing in something that's like not, I don't know. You know,
yeah, the first feeling your body's like, wait a minute, like what's going on? But then after you just breathe a few times, you're like, okay, this is amazing.
And I think plus the fact is I was playing volleyball all morning and drinking. At that time, I was still drinking, and I had a bunch of, I don't know what the hell these drinks were called, but I had several. Mm-hmm. And enough to want to entertain the idea of scuba diving. So, you know, you do the math there. But I'm thinking, I don't know. I chickened out. I
mean, that's probably good. Drinking and diving isn't a great mix.
Outdoors in general with drinking is not nice.
Yes, exactly.
Less camping, right? If you are there camping, okay, you can have one or two, right?
Yeah, if you're already settled down, probably not too bad.
How about if you're rock climbing, Maya? Because I don't know if did we do that? I don't remember.
Not at all. Okay. No drinking at all.
I don't know if I was.
You don't want to die, right?
Well,
you can drink afterwards because you are alive, safe in your home, and then you can drink.
Yeah, a little celebration.
But yeah, no. And we talked about this beautiful wonder world. It's a trick phrase for me. But it is beautiful for sure. And what I heard it is that it is most polluted as well. Like it is more dirty in the ocean than it is in the earth. Because we cannot see, so we can just throw away, and you know how humans are, right? But I saw many scuba divings working together to clean up the oceans and save like turtles and fishes, and how actually like it is for scuba divers. Like you guys take care of the place you guys like to have fun, how it works.
I mean, I think scuba diving is a great way to kind of show people the underwater world. Like you're saying, lots of plastic and pollutants end up in the ocean due to all sorts of factors. People just dumping it, or you know, if there's a storm, lots of trash ends up in the ocean. Every time it rains, there tends to be more trash in the ocean. So definitely opens up people's eyes to what's happening. The ocean's super important for the entire world. Every environment on the dry planet is directly affected by the ocean. So it's definitely really important for everyone to care more about the health of the ocean. And I think that scuba diving is a great way to open up people's eyes to what's happening in the ocean. Every time that I teach a course, at least, and I hope other scuba diving instructors do this as well, I always try to instill in my students like how important it is to care about the ocean, protect it. Like I was talking about neutral buoyancy earlier, we always want to make sure we're off the coral, we're not touching the coral. We don't touch anything underwater, animals, coral, whatever it may be, no touching. If we see trash, pick it up. There's lots of different initiatives that divers take to clean the ocean. Some people are doing things called dive against debris. So they take mesh bags underwater and go in more polluted areas near a beach or near the harbor and, you know, pick up trash that they find. And then on the other side, on the conservation side, there's also lots of like coral gardening and stuff. So there's a bunch of different techniques. There's a bunch of different opinions on it as well. There's all sorts of experts that have, you know, some of them say, oh, we shouldn't, you know, do anything to the coral. We should just protect what's already there. Some of them are saying, oh, well, the coral's dead, so we need to help it grow back. I've heard both opinions. I don't really know which one's better. I think it's great to, help the coral grow. I worked in that conservation in Indonesia. We had a coral garden there where we would take little pieces of broken coral that were still alive and attach them to metal frames. And then over a few years, they would grow into a new colony of corals. We'd make sure that the structures that they're growing on are clean so that they can actually spread and grow. And there's actually lots of initiatives like that where we're building artificial reefs, sinking shipwrecks, for example, so that divers can dive on a new place, fish can have a new habitat to live in. There's lots of different initiatives that scuba divers take to help the health of the ocean and therefore the health of the planet. That's pretty cool. There's so many different things that people can do to help.
We were reading about my wife Marielle was telling me about all the microplastics at the bottom of the ocean. Do you see stuff like that you're going? I mean, not microplastics. You can't see that, I'm sure, but a lot of plastic stuff. The people just ends up in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely don't see microplastics, but yeah, you'd be surprised how many different pieces of plastic end up in the ocean. I mean, the Pacific plastic island is like 3 times the size of Texas or something like that.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember the specific stat, but it's huge. Like it's crazy big. It's bigger than France. It's gigantic. I mean, I've never seen that specifically, but I've definitely noticed. Like when I was in Indonesia, I was there during monsoon season. So there's lots of heavy rain and storms all the time. And after the monsoon went by, the ocean was just covered in trash. It was almost like a river of trash and plastic just from it running off of the land into the ocean. It's quite crazy.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's quite sad. But like I said, lots of diving initiatives to clean it up, and lots of non-divers as well. There's lots of, ocean explorers and conservation groups that help to clean up the ocean and the plastic.
Yeah, that's and before we go on to our next question, I'm just going to jump here. We've got several comments, and I apologize that I haven't been on this. If I were working for someone, I would be fired. So it says, okay, first one, Bluefin Adventures. Good evening, all. I think that's cool. Thank you for chiming in. He did mention this. We were talking about disabilities. Many disabilities disappear underwater, which I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, and this one, hey, it's dear old Dad. Hi, it's good evening, man. How you doing? And then this one here. Happy to hear the safety measures and protocols are so well laid out that you were able to get quick help. Yes. That's so cool. And this is your mom?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Hi, how you doing? I've not met her.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Hello, Mom. In Bluefin, we've got another one. Sorry, close to dropped. Okay, where are we at here? Oh, maybe that was it.
Oh, okay. Just on.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hi, Catherine.
There you go. All right. That's so cool. Kyle says,
I like it.
Doing great. Nice to see you again. That's cool. Oh, wait a minute. Where did I go? There we go. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I clicked it.
Oh, you did? Okay. I'm like, did I hit the wrong one?
Yeah.
That's cool. And that's cool that you guys are chiming in with comments. Anybody with any questions before I jump on to my next question here? Anybody with here we go.
Hi.
Questions that you got, you have for Arden here that we haven't asked so far. Anybody? All right. We got it.
I have a question.
Okay.
When are you coming to scuba dive in Brazil?
There you go.
I'd really like to go to South America in general to dive. There's lots of beautiful spots out there, so it'd be really cool. I haven't gone anywhere in the Caribbean. I've been in Mexico, but no lower than Mexico yet.
Well, that brings me to my next question. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Maya. Go ahead.
No, I just said that it is a start. Keep coming down.
I will.
It's getting more beautiful.
Down there. There's lots of spots that I need to go to.
Yeah.
Well, and I was just going to say that brings me to my next question. What is your dream diving destination?
Fernando de Noronha in Brazil.
There's so many different places. I mean, I think at the moment my dream diving destination would probably be out in Polynesia or Palau. Palau would be amazing. It's very protected out there. They've got lots of different rules. Can't wear sunscreen, for example. Certain sunscreens. Yeah. Chemical sunscreens. They're really bad for the reef and the ocean health.
Banana boat. That's the ones that I wear. Not supposed to.
I mean, if you're not in the ocean, it's not too bad. But yeah, they make you sign a pledge when you come into the country.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool. So it'd be beautiful. They've got manta rays, sharks, dolphins, everything you could ever need out there.
What was your favorite diving experience?
That's a hard one. They're all so good and so different in so many different ways. But I think if I had to pick one, when we went out on a staff boat in Koh Tao, we went at sunset. So we're the only dive boat at the spot. And we went down. Visibility was beautiful. Tons of fish everywhere, like huge schooling fish. Like those videos you saw at the beginning. They were everywhere. There was huge barracudas everywhere. It was super cool. Like most beautiful I've ever seen the site. And I looked back to my friend to say, oh my gosh, like look at those barracudas over there. And there's 2 whale sharks just swimming behind him. Huge, huge whale sharks out of nowhere. I just started screaming. It was the most insane thing that I've ever seen. They started kind of like swimming around each other, kind of like yin and yang almost.
That's cool.
It was so cool. Yeah, it was amazing.
I saw barracuda in Mexico, and man, there's some teeth on those things. Seriously.
Oh yeah. They're scary.
The guy was fishing for him, and I'm like, you would want to eat that? And I don't know what he told me.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're one of my favorite fish, actually.
Really?
Yeah. They kind of look scary, but they're really chill. You can get pretty close to them.
Because
I've never had one attack.
Well, we went kayaking there, and I thought I just don't want to stick because when I kayak, I like to hang my feet over there. I have a sit on top, and I hang my feet over there. I don't think I want to do that here. Because
that's fair.
I wanted to come back with all 10 of my toes back to the States. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm having a little nibble.
Yeah. The nibble thing does not sound cool to me. I don't know.
So many comments. I love it. Great chat.
Oh, I wish you were on that
and
dive.
Oregon. Yeah. And was cool. She had a couple of great comments from the post we put on. Was it? I forget, one of the social media things, Instagram, I think it was. So thanks for chiming in. Appreciate that.
That's my grandma. Anne's my grandma.
She's your grandma?
Oh my gosh, so good! Your whole family supporting you. I don't know if my mom have ever seen the show. No, I'm kidding. I know she did, but your family is so lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She looks like she could be your sister or your mother.
I know, right?
Like young mother. Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
Super young grandma.
You got great genes there going on.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's so cool. And I don't know if we talked about that before or not, but how can someone get into scuba diving? It is just feel like you want to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, it depends where you live, for sure. If you're in the middle of the United States, for example, it'll be a little bit harder. But there's lots of dive clubs. I definitely would have a look at Facebook groups, see if there's any dive clubs in your area. Even in the middle of the States, Utah or wherever else. There's lots of diving clubs. They might do some, in like quarries or something, they might do some diving. If you're near the ocean, it's definitely a lot easier to get into it. Just do your research. Definitely do your research. Look at reviews of different dive shops. Make sure that the safety protocols are all in place and they seem like a, reputable dive center. Make sure that you've done your research first. But yeah, just walk up to the dive center. Ask them if you can start diving, and they'll set you up with your first course.
So it doesn't have to be ocean. I mean, you can do this in Lake Michigan and
Lake,
things.
Yeah.
I did mine in Lake Huron. So
But you can see, even though, I mean, because I don't think Lake Michigan is all that clear water.
Yeah, I don't know about Lake Michigan, but Lake Huron, when I did it, the visibility was beautiful, like super, super clear, similar to the ocean. And there's lots of people. I mean, I have friends in the UK that learned how to dive in quarries where you could see like right there, and then you can't see past that.
Yeah, exactly. That would be scary.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. sometimes the visibility is really poor.
They don't give you like fog lights or anything on there. You can see through fog or the hazy water.
No. Sometimes when the visibility is really bad and you put a light on, it actually kind of makes it worse.
Yeah, I can just see that. I was thinking about
like reflects everywhere.
Yeah, you see like a white, right?
Can you compare Egypt to Thailand diving?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Egypt, at least in the Red Sea, it's a lot more salty. So you actually float more. That's like the biggest difference, I would say, is you have to wear more weights to go down, which is pretty interesting. And it's really clear. Like the visibility is insane. Like I've never seen anything like that. The visibility in Thailand can be great as well, but there's a lot more variation, I would say. Whereas the Red Sea, it's pretty standard that it's going to be a good visibility. The coral there is also just insane, like huge. It's really special. Thailand has some really healthy coral as well, but the formations are just quite different, I would say.
Maya, go ahead. Read this question, this comment. I love this. Can you read it?
Oh yeah, the most jealous I have ever been about a diving cold towel.
Cold towel ever been. I love that.
Ever.
This is actually my one of my instructors that taught me my dive master course.
Oh,
Catherine.
cool.
She's lovely. She's in England right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that question. Do you enjoy night diving?
I do. I love night diving actually.
Now, do you have a light like we were just talking about that you can?
Yeah, not on the head, but you have one in your hand.
Oh, you do? Okay.
We call it a torch, actually, which is really funny to me. But yeah, we call it a torch. It's really similar to daytime diving, but I would say it's like a whole other world. Diving's already a whole other world than we experience in the day. But at night, it's another thing. It's crazy. There's different animals that come out at night. The sea urchins come out at night too. They come out of their little holes. It's really cool. And sometimes if you put the torch out and you wave, you can see the blue bioluminescent plankton.
Oh,
really cool. I quite like night diving. I think it's really fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
how cool! I even didn't know that it was possible. How cool!
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, lots of my instructor friends don't love it too much, but I think it's great. It's so much fun.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
It's really cool.
All right. And for now, so we got any more questions here? I think that's the last one we got in.
Yeah.
And now for the part of the show that is Maya Marzaki's very favorite on this show is the show and tell, the pictures, the photos, as we say. So, all right, you ready for that, everybody?
So fun.
Shall we for my fave? There you go.
What are we looking at here?
Okay, so this is these fish are called fusiliers. They're schooling fish. There's thousands and thousands of fish. The picture doesn't even do it justice. Like the ball is probably 5 times bigger than what you're actually looking at.
Wow.
It's at this dive site called Southwest. So it's one of the bigger dive sites that we go to in Koh Tao. It's a pinnacle, so essentially just an underwater island out in the middle of the Gulf of Thailand. And these huge schools of fish just gather there. There's lots of nutrients around it. It's cool. Amazing.
I mean, it just looks like there's a million fish there.
Yeah, there's so many. And you can swim into the ball, and then they close behind you, and you look up, and they just go on forever and ever. It's so cool.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That would totally freak me out. Man.
I would love that.
I mean, you don't get claustrophobic with that?
No, not at all. It's so cool.
Oh my god! This looks like it's
similar thing.
So cool. It looks fake, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool. This is the same diving site as the last picture, actually. Just a different spot. There's a bunch of anemones on the bottom there.
What is that? So what's this in front, the very front part of the screen here? What is that?
Those are the anemones. It's what Nemo lives in.
Oh yeah, Nemo. Yeah. That's right. I love that.
Yeah, they're related to jellyfish, so you shouldn't touch them. I mean, we don't want to touch anything anyways, but if you touch the anemones, you'll get a sting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not cool.
It is the protection, right, for the fishes.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to ask, what kind of camera are you using to take this pic? Because man, this is an excellent stinking picture.
Yeah, this one's beautiful. I didn't take this. One of the other instructors at the shop, his Instagram is Blakely. He has a really special underwater camera and big like strobe lights on it. That's like one of his jobs. He's a professional underwater photographer. So he took some pretty awesome pictures of me. They're really cool. The one before this was just on a GoPro, so you can see the difference there.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say it definitely makes a difference. Wow.
Yeah. The lights make a big difference for sure.
Yeah. So cool.
That one's
That's cool. I love that. Yeah. Is that a night dive or no? No, of course there's light because there's light coming from above, right?
Yeah. This is during the day. I'm holding a DPV there, so that little black scooter in my hands means diver propulsion vehicle. It's really fun. Oh. Yeah, they just kind of like scooter you around.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's lots of fun. You can do like twirls and upside down like backflips and stuff. It's really fun.
It's so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So cool. So cool.
I love it.
Oh, these are cool.
Oh.
These are super cool. So these are called big eye trevallies or blackjacks. Either or, depends on the area that you're in. People call them different things.
That's so cool.
They're really cool. It's kind of similar idea as the last group of fish that we were looking at, but these ones are about a foot long, a little bit longer even sometimes. And they're in the same sort of groups, even bigger than the last ones, I would say. Like they're in like thousands and thousands of them, and they're all at least a foot long. They're huge fish in these big groups. So this picture's it's called Sail Rock. It's the most famous dive spot in the Gulf of Thailand. It's amazing. It's really, really cool.
It's so cool.
It's so beautiful. I love it.
I like this.
Yeah, this is fun.
Is this a night dive?
No, this is during the day, but I'm inside of a shipwreck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can see the windows.
Yeah, so those
can
are
you see the
doors in front of me. It's pretty cool. It's called HTMS Sadakit. It was a U.S. Navy ship that was donated, and they sunk it on purpose in 2011, I think, or 2013, around then.
So I have a creepy question.
Yeah.
Okay, so like in the case where like the Titanic, people died in that incident, okay?
Yeah.
And I wonder if the people that go down there, it's really creepy. Are you ready for this? If divers that go in there actually see people, like ghosts of people in those shipwrecks sometimes. You ever heard these stories? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
because if it could be in a haunted house or a house can be haunted, why can't a ship? Right?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some ships that are considered haunted.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. Like I don't know if you've heard of the Edmund Fitzgeralds. And
I have. I love that song.
Yeah. So that one actually has some bodies in it still. How cold it is.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, there's at least one body that still floats around inside it. So it's actually considered a graveyard, and you have to get special permits to dive it.
Holy smokes.
Which is pretty cool. So yeah, there's definitely some like haunted ships. But this ship got sank on purpose. There was no one in it. So this is definitely not haunted.
I love it.
It is not that creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys are cool. This is my favorite, I think. These are called golden spotted trevallies. They're, I'd say, about 3 feet or longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, huge fish.
Wow.
Super big. And they hunt the balls of fish that were in the first two pictures.
Oh, wow.
So sometimes Yeah, sometimes you get them hunting, and it's insane. It almost looks kind of trippy the way that the small fish dart away from these bigger fish when they're hunting. They're all so fast. It's really crazy looking, and they all like splash. It's really cool.
I would think that, if you got a million fish in front of you, like that's your food, I would think that's easy pickings. But it's not.
I think so, but I've only seen them catch a fish like 2 or 3 times.
Holy cow! Wow.
It's crazy. Like the little fish are super fast, and the way that they are in the balls, I mean, they go in the balls so that they kind of confuse the predators.
Yeah, I heard that.
They move around and they flash a lot. Like their scales flash in the light. I don't really know how it works specifically, but it just, even to me, it looks super disorienting. So I'm sure it looks crazy to them.
Yeah. And if you're a fish with bad vision, man, you got problems, huh?
Definitely.
Oh wow! What is this?
That is not small. It's small. That's pretty big.
Yeah, oh, wow. This is a whale shark.
Oh, I was going to ask you, how big are whale sharks? So how big are they? I mean, by meters or feet or whatever. Both.
This one was probably about 5 meters long.
Pretty big. Pretty good sized fish.
Pretty long, yeah. The longest one ever recorded was 18 meters.
18 meters?
Are you
Maya, do some math for me. What is that?
Oh, that's...
How much?
60.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
That's
like Moby Dick, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's not common. I mean, the average adult whale shark is about 10 to 12 meters.
Okay.
So more like 30 to 40 feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is probably like more of a teenager whale shark, so it was probably around 5.
Teenage shark. It sounds like a cartoon. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Peppa Pig. I love it.
And all those small things swimming, it is like babe sharks.
All those little guys hanging on its stomach, they're called remoras. Pretty interesting. They have like a suction cup type thing on the top of their head, and they just like to hitch rides on whatever big animals they can find. You'll see them on manta rays, big turtles, sharks, anything. Sometimes you see them swimming around by themselves, and they'll come and try to attach to you. Actually, I've had one try to attach itself to my leg before.
Oh wow!
Really funny.
And if it happens, you can get away from it, right? It's not like this major like vacuum, like, oh my god, I'm stuck, I can't get out of here. Anything like that?
No, I mean, if you get out of the water, it'll let go of you. But like I said, we try not to touch things, so
yeah,
I don't ever want to like brush it away from me too much. I try to use my fins to just swim away if I can.
Yeah,
but they're really funny.
You can't punch things either, I'm sure, right?
No, unless it's trying to bite you. Then you
exactly. Yikes.
There we go, the one you told.
Yeah, this is the nudibranch. So this one's probably like less than an inch long. Tiny little guy. They're called nudibranchs because you can see on the right side, it has those like that tail looking thing. That's actually its gills. So nudie means naked gills because their gills stick out. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, this one's called
little star-looking things. Looks like frosting on a cake to me.
Yeah, they're really funny. Their texture is kind of like fuzzy. If you see them in person, they almost look like little bunnies or something. It's really strange. But yeah, this one's called a Jaruna fanubris, or an Oreo. Oreo nudibranch.
What is it? Jaruna?
Jaruna fanubris.
You can't never say that.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, but you should take a look at them online after the show, because there's so many different types. You won't even believe that they actually exist in real life on this planet.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they're really cool.
There's a lot of cool stuff in the ocean, I think.
Yeah,
right?
So it's so cool. Oh yes, these are the thresher sharks I was talking about.
What is it called again?
The thresher sharks.
Oh, that's the thresher. Wow.
Yes.
I've never seen one of these before.
Yeah, they're
well.
Well, I mean, yeah, not in real life. I don't know if I would have went diving in Mexico. Maybe I could have, but no, I've never even seen a picture of anything like this. Wow.
Yeah, they're super cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're pretty rare. So even if you went diving in Mexico, the chances of seeing them are really slim.
I mean, I'm imagining these things are like the rhinoceros. You get this big obnoxious thing in the front of your head that, or whatever. And I'm thinking that's probably the case with the big, long, I don't know, tail, I guess is what you'd call it, right? These things.
Maybe,
That's got to get in the way somewhere, sometime, right?
You'd be surprised how fast these guys go. I think the tail really helps them. They can actually use it to propel themselves out of the water. They can jump up to like 20 feet out of the water.
Whoa.
It's really cool.
Wow.
And then they also use their tail to slap their prey. I mean, they can whip it fast enough that it vaporizes the water.
Really?
Really cool.
Under the water, they can whip this thing like a swing it like a whip. Wow.
That's pretty cool. Oh
They're
my
super
gosh.
cool.
What is that, a storm?
Yeah, that's a storm.
Are you serious?
Coming into Koh Tao. I just thought it was cool because you can see exactly where it starts hitting the island, and the island actually extends. It should extend across the whole screen. But
like, what is that? I mean, like, is that water or what is that?
Yeah, it's just rain. It's just really, really heavy rain.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, it's insane, and that'll happen in like 10 minutes. It'll be clear, and then suddenly it's raining.
Wow!
It's like a summer rain, right?
Yeah,
like it's fast.
Okay. Yeah, wet season. It's crazy.
That's bizarre. Is the rain cold there, just like it is anywhere else, or is it different? In the tropics?
I mean, I always get freezing when it starts raining, or even if it's like slightly colder than normal, I'm like, it's so cold.
Yeah, same. And so, is the water warm there though? Like we're in Thailand, where you're at?
Yeah, the water's super warm. It's like 30 degrees Celsius.
I was just gonna ask you that. Okay. Yeah.
Whatever that is in Fahrenheit, it's about 30 degrees, 29 degrees.
I got a chart here, kids. Let's just see what that chart says. I keep this
like 80.
Okay, wait,
30 or 80 Fahrenheit.
Oh, it doesn't give me exact, but it says so. 29 is. I guess I should read it. It's the wrong side of the chart, C-Dub. I'm going negative. So 30. Okay, so 32 is 90 degrees Fahrenheit. No way.
Yeah. So it'll probably be more like 85 or 86, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty warm.
Yeah, I would say 85-ish. Yeah. That's
and when it rains like that, it's warmer in the water than it is in the air.
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely. I'm sure that, yeah. Because rain and wind seem like that would cool. Evaporation is, it's because of a cooling effect. I remembered that from science class. It's the only thing I may have remembered from science class. So that.
Well, at least you remember something.
Yeah.
I'm
the person
happy
I
for
sat
you.
next to, had a crush on her, but that's the only thing I remember from science class. That's about it. That's so cool. Hey, thanks for those photos, man. That was. I think that was among the coolest photos that we probably had here on the show. Right up there.
Right.
Oh,
at least it is the cooler of the year.
It is the very coolest one of this year. Yes. Awesome.
No, I'm kidding. They are pretty cool. Something else. I'm feeling like I want to choose scuba diving as well because of the pictures and your love.
It's amazing. Everyone should try. At least.
And I've been feeling really stupid here because I really should have tried this thing, and I'm feeling like terrible. And I think I'm going to go back to drinking after this.
Well, you should. You have time.
Go back to Mexico. I'm going to do it.
No, you are coming to Brazil, so you guys can come as well.
We didn't have plans to scuba dive, but you never know. I mean, if you're, and you're in the mountains.
Both learn together.
We could.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
We have a plan.
You're in the mountains, though.
Arden, do you want to join us?
You should.
Sure. If I'm available, why not?
Okay, it's going to be in June.
Yeah.
This year.
Our plans are for June 1st to hit Brazil. We'll be there. What, the 2nd? Yeah,
yes,
that would be cool. Well, hey, and do you have friends in Brazil, Arden?
Well,
I do have one friend actually in Brazil. Yes.
Okay,
really?
Now you've got two. All right, I was going to say now you've got two. That would be cool. We all hang out at Maya's house in the hills. I love that. Not the mountains, but the hills. Like you're in Southern America or Southern Illinois or Southern United States, whatever, in the hills, But yeah, that would be cool. We could all meet at Maya's place and hang out and,
and then drive to the beach and scuba dive.
Yeah, and she's an instructor, so we got it built in, man. I mean,
right?
It'd be so cool.
We need to talk. Can we talk? We'll talk. I love it.
And where can people connect with you online?
My Instagram, probably. So it's right there on the screen, arden.loney@gmail.com. My Facebook. That's pretty much all I have.
That's cool. Any website, anything like that? No?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's in the works. It's in the works.
I love it. To come. Yet still to come, kids. I love it. Very cool.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay tuned. Well, listen, Arden, it's really been a pleasure. Thank you for being our guest. And it really was a pleasure having you on our show. You're such a lovely young lady, and you are a lady. You're very polite. I love that. And you're normal. Good job, bad. Good job.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's commendable because not everybody's like that anymore. I mean, people don't know things that you'd think, So, but you're a lovely young lady. So thank you for being our guest on the show.
Of course. Yes. Thanks for having me. It was so much fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I love it.
Well, that's all for now, kids. And this is CW Gets, along with Maya Marzaki, saying thanks for tuning in to Outdoors People. See you next time.
Ciao.